Hello, 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 and happy Women's Month to the ladies, and hello, hello, hello to all of you. Welcome to Mixed Level today with the TheraBand, and let's listen to the bodies. Let's set this tone of the week amazingly. All right, let's get you warm, centered, finding that perfect posture. Connect your shoulders, center your chin, take a deep breath. Exhale as we tuck to roll down. Beautiful, take a breath in at the bottom. Exhale as you slowly rolling it up. Pull your shoulders back, lifting your chin up. Again, inhale. Exhale, tuck to roll it down for a deep breath in here at the bottom. And slowly rolling it up for one more deep breath. Exhale, let's roll down. And staying at the bottom, warm up your legs. We bending knees. Exhale, stretching out. Inhale, bend. And stretch. Breathe, 3. And stretch. Inhale, 4. And stretch. Breathe, 5. And stretch. Inhale, 6. Breathe for 7. One more breathe for 8. Roll your spine up. Take your right arm and go into your side sway. Inhale, come back. Brilliant. Go into your side sway. Inhale to center. 2 more each. Breathe out. Inhale, come back. Exhale, side. And one more. Reaching over and gently pass it out for 5 and 4 and 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. Let's go up and over. 5 and 4 and 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. Coming back for the glide up. 1 arm up, 1 down. And breathe. 2 and swap. Breathe. 3 and swap. Breathe for 4 and swap. Breathe. 5 and swap. One more. 6 and swap. Place hands onto shoulders. Anchor your scapula. Anchor your hips. And let's breathe out on your gentle rotation. Inhale, draw it to center. Other way. Breathe out, rotate. Inhale, come back for 2. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Breathe out, rotate. Inhale, come back. Rotate and let's hold it here without letting those hips move. Pass it out for 5 and 4 and 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. Excellent. Come back. Other way. Pass out for 5 and 4 and 3. Breathe. 2 and 1. As you come back, see if you can place hands behind your head. If it's too tight on the neck, keep your hands where they were. And I want you to tilt into a curl, connecting to your abdominals. Inhale, release it back. Again, breathe out as we curl into your core. And inhale, release. 3, breathe out to curl. Inhale, come back. 4, exhale, curl. Inhale, come back for 5. Breathe out to curl. Inhale, come back for 6. Deep breath out. Inhale, back. 2 more. Exhale for 7. And come back. Now add that curl and hold it here. Connect your top abs. Give me a little crunch out. 10 and 9. Breathe. 8 and 7. Deep breath. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Brilliant. Taking your step out. Toes and knees turn out. Open your arms into T-line. Connect your upper back. And let's open up hip flexors. Get those knees warm. Breathe out, side lunge. Inhale, back. Exhale, watching those knees do not roll forward. Keep them pulling back. And up. Let's go for 3. And lift. Exhale, lower. And 4. Breathe out, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And 1 more. Breathe down. Holding out. Give me a pulse out for 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Now from here, turn the entire body. Make sure toes, knees, and hips are facing centered and get down into your hip flexors. Smooth glide forward and back. Breathe. 2 and back. Exhale. 3 and back. Breathe. 4 and last time. Breathe. 5 Make sure you're always checking your chin, shoulder, and back placement. Good. And take a nice strong breath as we bring our bodies up. Back to the other side. Pulse it out for 5 and 4 and 3. Breathe 2 and 1. Swivel all the way. Get down. Let's glide forward and back. Breathe 2 with smooth control. Moves 3 and back. Breathe 4 and back. 1 more. Breathe 5 and hold it here. Deep stretch. Get that hip flexor engaged. Opened up. Releasing that sitting tension. Beautiful. And guys, from here, dropping that knee softly. Bring your other leg back. Hands under shoulders. Soften the elbows. Lengthen in neck and spine. And let's get our body moving. Curling into shoulders back. Connecting into core. Inhaling as you gently mobilizing through the spine into a release. Again, breathe out as we curl into your body. And inhale, using this to lubricate your vertebra, always having a sense of core. Remember, you do not collapse into the lower back, into your neck. And let's gently release it out. And 1 more as you curl and hold it here for 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Yes, lengthen neck and spine and give me that side tilt as you look to the back. Inhale to center, other way, side tilt. Inhale, come back, lovely. Breathe out, side. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. And 1 more, breathe out and hold it there. 3. Hold 2. Hold 1, come back, other way. Let's hold 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your toes together, open knees, sitting down. And every session, I'm hoping you are feeling that you can sit deep onto your heels. You are able to reach further forward. That is what you are gauging in progression. Feeling that mobility in your shoulders, your back, your hips. Being able to connect the core in this position so you have that inner shield, the support system of your spine. Join me in that side stretch. Walk your hands over and hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Excellent. Other way. Walk it over and hold 3. Holding 2. Holding 1 as you come back center. Take your time, slowly roll it up 1 vertebra at a time. And grab hold of those bands for me, please. So remember with the band, you control the resistance. I don't want anyone feeling tension in the neck or in the top of the traps at any point in the session. So if you are feeling that, loosen your grip and adjust the resistance of the band. So you're going to place that band underneath your front knee and you're going to hold the band with your front arm. The rest of the body finds your alignment, hand under shoulder. We're going to breathe out as you glide your TheraBand arm out to the side, your opposite leg to the back, either staying toes on the ground or up in the air. I want you to take this moment to just get your form perfect. Shoulder blades are connected, palms are facing down. And I know all of you know this already, but check your hips and your lower back. That is the priority of the set. Find your center. Let's get moving. We lower down as you tap. Breathe out as we lift it up. Inhale, lower down. And if you prefer to do this exercise without the TheraBand, without resistance, that's totally fine. It's just there to add a little bit of intensity, to add a little oomph. Inhale, lower 4. Squeeze your bum and thigh, your belly as you lift. Inhale, lower 5. Not letting your body sink to the side, not letting that back arch. Breathe out, lovely long neck. Inhale, 3 to go. Breathe out to lift. Inhale, lower 2. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower 1. Breathe out to lift, and I want 10 breaths. Holding here. Check your shoulder blades are connected. Check your collarbones are open. You're not letting those shoulders tense up. That back, that neck is flat, those hips in line. Another 60 breaths. 5, weight off that wrist. 4, breathe for 3. Exhale, 2, breathe for 1, and swap. Amazing. Other side. I'm just going to spin around so you can constantly check my form in case you forget what we are doing. Same hand as leg with that band. And first things first, find the correct resistance. Remember, no neck strain. Lengthen through the body. And we go down to tap. Breathe out, body weight staying in the middle. Inhale, lower, not letting that lower back change position, not letting those hips tilt. 3, not too much pressure on that front wrist. Inhale, lower. 4, every time, feel that shoulder blade. 5, exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. 6, breathe out to lift. Good. Inhale, 7, exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. 8, exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower. 9, breathe out to lift. 1 more and hold it there. 10 breaths, find your perfect form. 9 and 8, check those shoulders and neck. 3 on 6, check your hips and back. Breathe for 4 and 3. Breathe 2 and 1. Amazing. Drop that hand and foot. Keep your bum lifted. Walk your fingertips forward and gently offer that thoracic, that upper back, upper spine stretch for 3 deep breaths here. Hold 2. Hold 1. Toes dig into the floor. I want you to lengthen your spine up, soften your knees, get your ears and arms in line, and from here, walk it out as you lower the one heel. Breathe out as you swap, and let's go 2. Breathe out to swap, deep breath for 3. Exhale, swap, 1 more, breathe 4. And swap, and let's give it a lovely stretch out for 3. And 2, imagine I'm gently pressing your back on 1. Soften your knees. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Connect your core as you take your time. Rolling your bodies up. And let's check out your standing stability with TheraBand. Alright, we're going to step both feet onto your band. I want your feet and knees hip distance apart with legs staying straight but never lock in your knee joint, so be mindful of that. I want your tailbones tucking down and I want your palms facing forward. And in that position, I want you to feel how that activates your shoulder blades. Tuck in your ribs. Please watch for that kind of position, So keep in that strong, lovely activation through your arms and upper back. From here, we're going to lift that right leg up and I want you to press against that band, toes and knees stay forward, avoiding that sink in the hips and that tilt of the upper body. That is what we are working on. Inhale, come down. Left leg, breathe out as we lift up, trying to keep that body in the center. Inhale, down. Right leg, palms staying strictly forward, activation in your upper arms and shoulder blades. Breathe out, feel your thighs, hamstrings, glutes, and down. Every time that leg is lifting, ribs, belly transfer, so much at work. Exhale to lift, and every session going by, stability getting so strong. Breathe out, you're becoming balanced professionals. Exhale as we lift. And the point of this is to strengthen your ankle joints, your knees, those hips. All of that needed to prevent injury, prevent lower back pain. Give me 2 more as we lift. Inhale, lower. Breathe out, lift. And 1 more. Now find your balance. If it's a challenge, just staying in the balance, stay there. If you can do a little more with me, let's press out 10. Squeeze out 9. Breathe out 8. Check that you haven't tilted. 7. Breathe out 6. Exhale 5. Breathe out 4. Good. Exhale 3. Breathe for 2. And last time. 1 other side. Option A, find your balance, hold. Option B, lift lower, 10 and 9. Breathe, 8 and 7. Check that you are not tilting. 6 and 5. Excellent. And 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And shake it out. Amazing. Take that band, cross it over for me, and anchor your hands on your hip bones. Have a quick look here. A lot of us will want to automatically round the shoulders forward. If you're doing that, get out of that position and open your collarbones to me. Connect your shoulder blades. Tuck in your ribs so you don't pop those ribs out. Knees are going to be bent now. From here, we lift up, but with the knees staying bent. Check that your kneecap is not wobbling. Again, no tilting, no sinking into your hip. And lower down. Lifting up, toes and kneecap stay forward. So it's interesting, it's completely different strength, working with that leg straight and working with the knees bent. That is why I want to combo the 2 different exercises. And breathe out, you want to connect ribs, belly, transverse. From your hips up, there is completely centered line, so no tilting. I want 5 more. And down, breathe out, lift, feel that outer thigh and glute. 4 more, squeeze. Really focusing on your alignment. So by the end of class, you are centered. 3, and down, breathing out. And 2, exhale to lift. And lower, breathe out. Are we ready to have some fun? Let's see what your cohort is looking like. Familiar for some of you, come to the studio. You come to the studio with me. Now let's go, corporate dance move. We step that right leg out, step your left and in, let's go, out, in, let's breathe, deep breath. Exhale, inhale, out, exhale, 4 more, out, feel that glute, and out, and in, 2 more, we squeeze, and in, and other side, let's swap it out, in. And 2, if it's getting too much, you can stop. 3, and in, check those cores are tight. And in, 4 more, squeeze, and in, squeeze that bum. 3, and in, breathe, 2, and in, last time, out, and in, and whoa. I hope you guys are feeling it. I know I am. Bum, outer thigh, that core connection. And let's give those glutes a breather and let's get into some upper body strength. So just a reminder, you control that resistance of the band. Make it at a level that feels right, not straining neck and the top of the traps. So placing the one part of your band underneath your right foot. I want that palm facing forward, your opposite hand facing me. Center your chin and connect your ribs. We breathe out as you lift into a lateral raise, stopping the second you feel any tightness at the top. It might be a lower range and that's totally fine. Exhale, I want you to bring awareness into your shoulder blade, together with the top of the arm and the shoulder. 3, breathe out as you lift. Inhale, come down, excellent. Not letting your hand go higher than your shoulder. Inhale, lower. 5, breathe out, lift. Inhale, come down. Give me that energy from underneath that arm. 6, and come down. Breathe out for 7. Inhale, lower. Exhale for 8. Inhale, down. 2 more. Breathe, 9. And 1 more. Exhale for 10. I want everyone to go into a lower V so it's not straining neck. And tiny moves for 10. Strong pant. And 8 and 7. Breathe. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring that arm down. Palm faces in. And we go into a frontal raise. Keep your collarbone open. Inhale, come down. Exhale, keep that connection in your shoulder blade, so not letting your shoulder pull forward. Let's go for 3. And remembering you control the resistance. If you want to lighten it, step further on that band. Inhale, down. And at this level, always checking your ribs, belly, transverse are tight. Applying that core connection, 5 more. Breathe out as you lift. And 4, exhale, lift. And 3, not going higher than your shoulders. And 2, exhale, lift. And 1, I want everyone into a lower V. Take that pressure off the neck and traps. 10 and 9, strong count. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 more and 4 more and 3 and 2 and 1. Other side. Hello, strong arm. Let's see what is that left side doing. Palms facing forward, upper back connect. Anchor your shoulders down as we lift up. Inhale, lower. 2, breathe out, lift. I want you to be aware of that shoulder blade as it rotates in the upper back. And down, not letting those shoulders lift up, lift. And come down, beautifully placed head and neck. And 5 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, forward, listening to your body, doing the range that feels correct. And 3, and come down. Exhale, 2, and come down. Let's hold in that lower V on 1, and pulse out. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. Breathe. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and frontal raise. Let's go for it. Palm in and lift. Inhale, lower. Check that that collarbone line is open, not letting that shoulder pull forward. Breathe out for 3. So it's quite amazing. Just by keeping those shoulder blades connected in this kind of work, you are strengthening those posture muscles we want and need to avoid that round shoulder look. 5 more, lift up, inhale, down, exhale through your mouth, taking pressure off your jaw and your neck, and 3, inhale, lower, exhale, 2, and come down, exhale, 1, lower that arm, pulse out, 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, breathe, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2 more, and 1 more, relax. Last standing exercise, one of my all-time favorite, tricep and upper back. Amazing for posture. Palms are going to face forward, connect shoulder blades, center chin, and I want you to pull your band back against your thighs, connect your shoulder blades together, elbows are straight. Inhale to center, I'm just going to turn to the side so you see what I'm doing. Pull those arms against the legs. Inhale, come back. This is where you can imagine a water bottle between your scapula that you want to crush with those shoulder blades. Exhale, making sure you're not shrugging those shoulders up. Neck and top traps relaxed. Every time you're pulling back, those ribs and belly stay tight. And 4 more. Exhale, pull. Inhale, 3. Exhale, pull. Inhale, 2. Exhale, pull. Inhale, 1. And hold it here. Keep your connection. Right arm pull. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. Breathe. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2 more, and 1 other side. Let's go. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. Breathe. 6, and 5, and 4. Breathe. 3, and 2. If those arms are tired, you want to rest, go for it. If you can, do 1 last set. Double arms, tiny moves, strong punch. And 3, breathe. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. 1 more, and 10. Relax. As promised, onto the mat we go. I want you to please drop your bands, pull your knees deep into your chest, and let's see what are the lower spines feeling like. Melt your neck, your shoulders into the floor. I want you to inhale, tilt your lower spine, find your neutral. Breathe out as you connect into core, pull your knees to chest. Inhale, tilt to neutral. Breathe out as we pull for 3. Inhale, neutral. Exhale as we pull. 1 more to neutral. And from here, open up feet and knees as you draw your loops for 4. And loop for 3. Keep tilting that lower back in and out of the mat. 2. And loop for 1. Other way. Let's go. 1. Breathe out for 2. Good. Breathe out for 3. Opening up those hip flexors. Open feet, knees. Draw your legs upwards. If you feel you can take it that step further to happy baby, that is what we are aiming for, to get everyone comfortable in this happy baby pose. We want to work hard to stamp that sacrum, that deep lower back into the ground, so we open our hip flexors and that SI joint. Give me another deep core breath. And let's bring our ankles and knees together. Drop your toes to ground. Open your arms to T-line, connect shoulder blades, and let's see how our spines are feeling as you rotate, not letting your shoulders move. Using core as you come back. Beautiful as you rotate, anchoring shoulder blades, and coming back. 2, breathe out to lower, inhale, and breathing out to center. Other way as you lower down and coming back. I want you to lower your underneath knee all the way down. Watch your opposite shoulder does not lift. Swinging up and down. 10. Swing for 9. Getting that blood flow into the back of this hip. We on 5. And 4 more. Breathe 3. Breathe 2, you're going to keep your knee up on 1. Take that hand and very gently give it a press down for 3 breaths. Taking this moment to just note, where is the stretch catching you? Good, deep breaths. Bring your legs together, connect your core, and lower your legs up and over, resting underneath, leg down. Let's swing for 10 and down. Breathe 9 and lower, and 8 and down. Breathe 7 and lower, and 6 and down. Breathe 5. Exhale 4. Breathe out for 3. Deep breath out 2. Hold this leg up on 1. Hand on knee and very gently pressing down. Mind body awareness moment. Take note where this side is feeling the stretch. 2 breaths. 1 more deep breath in. Brilliant stuff. And bring your legs together as you return. Open your feet and knees hip distance. Grabbing hold of your band for me. Having your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. Palms facing forward. I'm going to give you 2 choices here. For the gentler option on the lower back, I want your front leg staying down on the ground. If you feel your lower back can handle, I want your legs staying in a dead bug position. This other leg is going to lift up at 90. If your hamstring's tight, you're going to bend that knee. The lower back is not allowed to move. From here, you're going to lower that back leg and the arms down, stopping the second you feel that lower spine wanting to change position. Now trigger from your lower abdominals as you slowly lift, keeping your neutral spine. So we're either foot down or foot in the air. Let's go. We are lengthening out your abdominals, your hip flexor. Hold, deep breath. Now this is where the real work comes in. Don't swing your leg. Don't use your thigh or the lower back. Let's go lower down. It doesn't have to go far. Listening to your body's range. Hold. And use the ribs, the belly, those transverse muscles. 3, breathe out. If your leg is in dead bug, check that your foot's not drooping, your knee's not pulling back. Oh, one beautiful position. Breathe out as we slowly coming back. 3 more. Breathe as you lower down. Understand knowing both options here. And connect ribs, belly, transverse. 2 more. Breathe as you lower. Take shoulders relaxed. And breathe out as we draw it back for one more. Exhale as we lower down. Feel that control in your core. And breathing out as we lifting up and swap other side. Beautiful. Leg at 90 and let's go. Breathe as you lower. We are lengthening, elongating psoas and abdominals. Connect from those transverse muscles, slowly bringing it up. Just a reminder, neutral spine is the priority. Do not let that back swing in and out of the floor. And connect as we slowly return. 3, we lower down, and I'm hoping on every rep those shoulders are feeling more mobile. And breathe out as we draw it back. 3 to go. Breathe as you lower down. Deep breath at the bottom. Exhale. I know some of us might feel hips being a little bit tight in this position. Your leg can go as far as you can until it feels like it needs to click. I don't want you going beyond your limit. And breathe out as we lift for one more. Inhale. Exhale as we lengthen this body out for deep breath. And connect as we slowly come back and drop your legs down. Feet and knees hip distance. Check your alignment, toes, knees, hips in a straight line. Connect your shoulder blades. Drop your hands so they are in line with your hip bones. And from here, I want you to imprint. Squeeze the bum as you lift up. I want you to open your hands outwards. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the ground. You can have a look at my form if it's not making sense. Check your hips are not tilting, your knees are not flaring in and out. Take your time, curling through the spine, bringing your hands back to the start. Again, imprinting, squeezing it up. Connect your shoulder blades into the ground. Back of the arms are activated. And the most important bit for me is that neck staying relaxed, getting your spine strong and mobile. Imprinting, squeezing as you lift up. Feel your hamstrings, your bums, your bellies. Not letting that lower back tense up or feel strain. If that's the case, don't go too high. Work on that position to squeeze bum and belly at the same time. And slowly lower. 1, 2 more. Breathe out as we squeeze and lift. Checking those necks are relaxed. And slowly come down for 1. Breathe out as we imprint, squeeze, and hold it there. Keep your shoulder blades squeezing into the floor. A little pulse of the bum for 10, pulse 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3. Breathe. 2, and 1. Gently curl it down. Drop your bands out of your way. Hug your back knee in. Stretch that front leg along the ground. And circle this hip for 3. And 2, massaging into hip and back. And 1, standing other way. 3. And 2. And 1, swap. Other knee pulls deep into the body. And loop for 3. And 2, get. And 1, other way. Let's go for 3. And 2. And 1. I want you to please join me in a seated position. Knees are going to be bent. You're going to place your TheraBand over your feet. Hook your elbows into the body and don't let them roll forward or back. They are officially glued in. I want you to try and work on this lift between reps. Let's go. Take a deep breath. I want you to curl into your core. Stop the second that lower back's feeling like you are at maximum. We add 3 bicep curls. We bring those hands up and lower. Exhale 2 and lower. Breathe out 3. Now use your lower abs, those TAs as you come back. And this is that last important bit. Let's go again. That's 1. Breathe out as you curl. Zip your belly to spine. Be conscious of that chin not wanting to tuck, shoulders wanting to tense up. 3 curls, 1, and lower, breathe, 2, and lower, exhale, 3, and slowly lifting up and stack. Let's go again, curl that spine, zip your belly. Let's go for 1, and down, breathe, 2, and down, exhale, 3, and use your core, lifting up, coming to 2 more. Breathe out, curl down, listening to your lumbar spine. Let's go 1, and down, breathe, 2, and last time, 3, and slowly lift. Let's add a little bit more kick to this one. Get down to your maximum, listening to lower back, and we'll add 10 reps here. Let's curl 10, and down, breathe, 9, don't let go of that core. 8, check your chin and shoulders. 7, elbows still, and 6, breathe out, 5, exhale, 4, if that body's starting to reach maximum and you want to rest after 1, please do if you can. Add in a power pulse, keep the curl, and little squeeze, 10, at a pant, and 4, and 5, breathe, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, one more, breathe, 10, slowly coming up, let go of those bands, bring your feet together as you grow tall in your spine, and stick your tailbone back, pushing your knees down, and enjoy that stretch. Hold in there for 4 breaths. Hold in 3. Remember, we're trying to condition to the body to get out of this very tempting position to lift up and over. 2. Good. Let's see, what are those calves, hamstrings, spine mobility looking like with that core? Familiar exercise. Bend back over those feet. Remember, and if your back or hips feel really uncomfortable, you can always soften the knees, tighten in that belly, and let's use that band to really deepen that stretch. Please make sure your core is tight. Always check here that your shoulders are pulling away from your ears. Now that that core is wide awake, go to your body's maximum. So if you feel like you can do a full roll up, go all the way down to the ground to find neutral. Otherwise, you stop the second back and say, that's my max. Take a deep breath, connect your core. The slower you lift up, the more core is in work. And let's lower down. Each rep, trying to push deeper into your stretch. Beautiful. Let's zip your belly to spine. Watching chin, shoulders. I'm going to demo a full roll up here, all the way back to your neutral. Deep breath. Imprint as you connect. Slowly lifting it up and into your forward bend and stretch. Good. Breathing out as we slowly lower, stopping at your maximum. Trying to work into the full roll up eventually if you're not there yet. And breathe out as we lift up into that forward bend. And I want you to stay at halfway or a little bit beyond. See if you can push a bit further. And 10 breaths at maximum. 9, check your chin, your shoulders, belly button. Breathe out, 7. Exhale, 6. And 5. Breathe, 4. Deep breath, 3. And 2. Let's connect as we come back up into your forward bend. Take your back hand, hold the TheraBand, and reach this front hand forward. Staying in that forward bend. Let's see what is our shoulder, neck, and upper spine mobility doing. Inhale, come forward, foot 2. Breathe out as we reach to the back. Inhale, forward, good. Breathe out to 3. Inhale, glide forward, last one. And check your shoulders not lifting. If it is, anchor it down and hold 3, 2, breathe, 1. Lovely, swap. Other hand, glide forward. And let's open this up to reach. Inhale, forward, good. Breathe out to reach. Inhale, forward for 3, deep breath out. And last one, exhale, reach and hold 3. Hold 2, hold 1, drop your band off your feet, point your toes, curl your spine, and see how far your body can get in the stretch. Every week, feeling that back, the legs getting more mobile, the core able to connect deeper. Amazing. And let's get into your sideline position, taking that band and placing it over your top foot, please. All right. Let's get kind of comfy, shall I say? You're going to stack your hips on top of each other. Your TheraBand hand, I want you to anchor on your hip bone. Connect your shoulder blades. My feet are strictly in line. Lift your ribcage and belly and make sure your neck is completely relaxed. If you need to look downwards for a bit of neck release, go there. We breathe out as you push through your band and lift that leg, toes and kneecap facing forward. Don't let those feet turn out or in. Inhale, coming down. And you want to work really hard to keep that gap between your ribs, belly and floor and lower. Exhale for 3. Inhale, come down. Lovely. Breathe out 4. Inhale, down. Exhale, 5. And come down. Breathe out for 6. And down. Breathe out for 7. Every time that leg is lifting, you squeezing bum, outer thigh and core. Exhale, 3 more and lower. Exhale, 2 more and lower. Exhale, 1, stay here. Check your ribs and bellies lifted. Circle your leg. 10, 9, challenging your core. Watch your shoulder and hip does not move. Breathe out for 6. Keep your spine in neutral. 5. Exhale for 4. Breathe out for 3. Exhale for 2, last time, breathe for 1, reversing, let's go 10, breathe out 9, breathe out 8, and breathe 7, breathe out 6, exhale for 5, breathe out 4, exhale for 3, if you've reached your maximum on 1, rest, if you can join me for a little deeper oomph, tiny squeeze, 10, slow, 9, and 8, check your ribs and belly. We on 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Breathe 2 and 1. Relax. Amazing. I want you to take that band off for me, please. Keep it aside for later. Bring your feet in front of you. Stack your hips. It is your choice if you want that hand on the floor for support. If you are up for the challenge, hand to the roof. Make sure it doesn't swing behind you. And squeeze your inner thighs as we lift those legs into your side leg lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lifting up. And every session that goes by, you want to feel this exercise getting so much easier. The ability to lift without letting upper body tense at all. Feel that length behind your knees, no bend in that underneath leg. And lower, good, 5 more, lift. And down, remember hips don't move, 4. And come down. Breathe for 3. And come down. Exhale, 2. And last time, we're going to challenge the core. If your arm staying up is a bit too much, drop it down. Squeeze your legs together, circling 10. And 9, watching that hip. 8. And 7, if it gets too much for you at any point, recover and rest. And 5, breathe out, 4. Exhale, 3, check where this arm is. And 2, can you do the other way around? Let's go for 10, feeling the sideline. 9, breathe out, 8. I don't want you feeling lower back pain. If you are, bring your feet more forward and rest if need be. 5 more, exhale, 4 more, and 3, breathe out for 2, exhale for 1, find your perfect posture, and relax. Amazing. Even Joey got excited on that one. Let's turn it around, guys. Bend over that top foot and let's get this other side working. All right. From here, stretching out those arms, those legs. Stack your hips. Remember, TheraBand hand is going to anchor. Lift your ribs and belly and lifting this up for 10 and down. Breathe out for 9. And at this stage of the game, you have that awareness that it's not just about that leg strength. Every time there's movement, you time in your center, those abdominals, the core. And down, 5 more, we squeeze. And down, keep that belly and rib cage lifted. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. And down, 2, squeeze. And last time, holding here with me. Hips don't move as we loop for 10. Watch your spine. 9, deep breath, 8 and 7. Breathe out, 6. Exhale, 5. Breathe for 4. Exhale, 3. Breathe out for 2. Circle 1 other way. Let's go. 10. Make sure your upper body's not moving. 9. Breathe for 8 and 7. Deep breath. 6 and 5 and 4. Breathe for 3. Exhale, 2. This is where you stop. You do the same if you join me for the fun pulse. Let's go. 10 and 9. Slow. 8. Squeeze. 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. I love those exercises. I hope you love them as much as me. Toes point. Option A on the floor. If you want that challenge, hand in the air. And let's see what is the side lift doing. And coming down. Remembering your checkpoints. The hip is not allowed to tilt. The knees are not allowed to bend. And most importantly, the upper body mustn't tighten and compensate. You want that power, yeah, and that oblique into the side QL, also known as I love handle area. You feel in the hips, the inner thighs that work. If you're working with that arm up, the shoulder blade staying connected. We have 3 more and down. Exhale, 2, ready for that core challenge. If you want that hand down for support, bring it down. And circling for 10 and 9, not letting that hip tilt. 8 and 7. Breathe out. 6. Keep checking where that arm is. 5 and 4. Breathe up. 3. Exhale. 2. Breathe for 1 other way for 10 and 9. Breathe 8 and 7. Breathe out. 6 and 5. Exhale, 4. Breathe out. 3. Exhale, 2. Last time. 1. Check your form and relax. Amazing. Let's see what that plank work is looking like. Always options for you, depending how the energy is in the body. So, if you want that gentle option, I want you staying on your knees and find that knee plank or bridge position. Checkpoints are your chin, shoulders, and most importantly, that tilt of pubic bone to belly, never allowing that arch. If you are up for that power position, we are here. And I want to just hold strong for 10 deep core breaths. And 9, always mastering your form. 8, hold 7, breathe 6, deep breath 5, exhale 4, breathe for 3, exhale 2, last time 1, drop it down, bring your toes together, open your knees. Can you sit further on your heels? Reach your hands forward. And I want you to imagine that I'm gently pressing up and down your spine, giving you that really delicious stretch of the back and the shoulders. Give me 2 more breaths. 1 more. As you walk your hands towards me, take this other hand and place it on top. And let's get you stretching through the sideline. Stunning. And other way, hand on top, and get that awesome stretch. And back to center. And let's get you feeling mobile, flexible, and amazing. And for me, the most important thing, balanced. Please join me on your back. Using your band, I want you to place your back foot in there. It's always your choice if you want the lower back support. Keep that knee bent, but if you feel fine with it straight, go there. And before you move, always check that your hips are in line so that you know you finish the session centered. Anchor your shoulder blades down. We loop this leg around for 5. Lubricating our hip girdle. 4. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. Lovely. And 1. Other way. Let's go 5. And 4. Breathe 3. And 2. Are we ready to see what the range is? Flex your foot in the middle. Stretch your knee. And use the tension of the band to maximize the stretch. I always want calf and hamstring. I do not want you feeling pain in the lower back. So if it is catching the back, you are too deep in it. If you can, try work hard to be flexible in neutral spine. So keep that back lifted off the ground, just slightly. That is ultimate posture right there. Now from here, make sure your band is secure in the middle of the foot. I want you to point your toes. Keep that knee straight as you feel that awesome stretch up that tibialis, that shin, the front of the foot. Beautiful. Holding your band with the front hand, flex the foot. Anchor your back arm down. Swoop your leg across and up for your ITB and sciatic stretch for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Swap your band to the backhand. Bend this front knee out. Arm opens. And it's your inner thighs and it flexes. Always check that you are not tilting in the pelvis. That is where your core needs to connect to keep you centered. Lovely. Amazing, guys. And let's swap front foot into your band. Other leg either bends or extends. Before you move, have a look at your hips and lubricate this hip for 5 and 4 and 3. Breathe for 2. Breathing 1. Other way, let's loop 5 and 4. This is equivalent to getting a nice bum massage. Bringing that blood flow to where the hip socket joins the body. And center it out, flex foot, straight knee. And remembering I don't want back pain, so stay in the range that's healthy for you and safe, not straining. And always enjoy mobilizing the hamstrings because the more limber your hamstrings are, the easier the body can stay neutral, which is our ultimate posture position. No bad posture then. Centering and pointing, please make sure that band is secure. I don't want anyone getting a slap with that band. I don't want it flinging off the foot. Good, beautiful. Flex your foot, hold your band with the backhand, anchoring body. And let's take your foot across and up, deep stretch, ITB sciatic. I'm hoping you're learning to love this one more and more and more. A one we love to hate, shall I say? Stunning work. And inner thigh, swap your band. Open your leg out, bending your knee to the back, your other leg. Check your pelvis has not tilted. Superb. Bring your legs back to center. Both feet into your band. And your choice, option A, stay at the maximum stretch. If your lower back can and wants to do a little bit extra, use that strength of your band to lift your tailbone a tiny bit off the ground. Push through your heels. Please relax your shoulders here. Keep your core strong. And with both of these positions, you are opening up your neural pathway, we have lymph drainage happening, we are resetting the central nervous system. Take 2 more deep breaths here. 1 more deep breath in as you melt back. Drop your band. Place your ankle on thigh for your option A, bum and hip stretch. Your option B, either way, anchor your sitting bones down and enjoy for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap for option A. Option B, getting that delish bum stretch. So important to prevent your sciatica or lower back tightness and pain. And let's see what those hip flexors and SI joints are doing as you go into option A, option B, happy baby, and see if you can even attempt option C, the straddle, and with all 3, you want to anchor your hips down for 3 breaths, and 2, and 1. Bring your ankles and knees together, squeeze them into your chest for that lumbar spine release. And you can roll onto your side or swing the body forward, whichever feels right for you. And join me in your standing position. And let's give the neck muscles and traps some TLC. Standing on your band. I want you to have quite a lot of tension on each side. Connect your shoulder blades, tuck your tailbones down, and very gently tuck your chin down. And center. Exhale, tuck. And center, let's go 3, and back, 1 more, 4, stay with your eyes down, and shrug your shoulders up, and lower, and 2, and down, breathe 3, and 1 more, breathe for 4, and place those heads beautifully, shoulders don't move, and very gently tilting head side to side. You want to really watch those shoulders don't move. You want them to be your anchor. 2 more each. And swap. And if you do struggle with neck tension or tension headaches, remember this set. It will really help with releasing those tight areas. And just hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way. And hold 5, 4, 3, 2, bring your eyes center, shoulder rolls for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, standing, 4, and 3, and 2, give me a side bend and hold. Inhale, coming back, side bend and hold. And stepping off your band, I want quite a loose grip here. Shoulders are down, chin centered, and very gently taking your arms up and back. Staying in a range that feels good for you. I don't want that form to be compromised. And just think of this exercise as that oiling up of your shoulders. Even if it's a tiny range, it doesn't matter. Just this motion done correctly is gonna lube up where that ball and socket meet. And for 4 more. And forward, watching your chin and shoulders, and 2, watch your elbows, and 1, holding these arms up, give me that side bend, pull that underneath arm down, 3, and 2, and 1, excellent, up and over, 3, and 2, and 1, as you come back, tuck your chin, soften knees, let go of your band, rolling down. And at the bottom here, bring your feet strictly into your center. Stretch behind your legs and take 3 deep core breaths. Holding 2. Holding 1 as you soften your knees. Stack your spine. Think of this placement of the posture. You are set and ready for the rest of your day. 2 breaths, bringing incredible energy in. And deep breath out. 1 more. Inhale, fill those lungs up. and deep exhale, and giving you the hugest round of applause because you made this time to move, to get strong, to get balanced. And I just want to say a huge thank you from Caitlin, from Del, from Joey, who loves you guys as much as we do. And just keep moving and stay healthy and safe, guys. Thank you, and lots of love. Bye.